The skill core teams that I went with, we were all so impressed with how well your team works together. Could you share how you encourage collaboration between the different approaches?
So initially, it was something because each each profession has its own jargon.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to learn everyone's language was really something. So we had daily trainings, and we had schedules set out where we'd have the speech therapists doing trainings, the occupational therapists doing trainings, ABA. Basically, every department had to present at some point in a daily schedule. So starting from there, each department started to learn something about the other departments. And we also got to realize, wow, there's so much overlap. A lot of our goals are the same. If you did this and I did this, the child would do so well. So we got that first, the education part sorted out where everyone could be on a similar level, even though they're experts in their field, but they still understand the other fields and the importance of those therapies. And then we have case management teams for each child. So if a child is receiving, for example, occupational therapy, ABA, and speech therapy, they would have one person in charge, but then they would also have a person from each department in charge. So there's somebody organizing the therapies in each department, and then a person who's overlooking and making sure that the goals are all streamlined and everything makes sense. And then they have regular meetings with the clinical manager as well, who supervises how the progress is going, and everything comes to us from there as well. So the biggest thing was helping everyone understand the importance of each other's therapies and how, when working together, we move so much faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's great advice that even a lot of professionals in the U.S. could benefit from, because sometimes there can be a lot of egos and clashes in people thinking that their therapy is better than someone else's therapy. But it was so beautiful to see how at Kaizora, there wasn't anything like that. There wasn't that attitude. And it was really fascinating for me as a BCBA to see how the OTs, the occupational therapists, were working with their kids. I was getting so many ideas. Like there was an activity the occupational therapist was doing, and he was using the big bouncy ball to have the student roll on his back, and I would have never thought to do something like that. So it's really great for everyone to just get ideas from each other.
Yeah, I think even here we have that sometimes, but we have those kind of things also in Kenya, or even in Tanzania, where one therapist feels like they do better, or this is my way, this is my job, this is where I'm supposed to do. Even at some point, we even had OTs who would say they can do speech therapy, speech therapists who can say they're working on concentration and attention and all that kind of thing. But I think once they come to us, even when we are doing the first interviews with Pooja, we make sure that we tell them they have to work as a team. And even now, every child that I even see at the hospital, one of the hospitals that I consult at, and the child probably is quite hyperactive, has problem behaviors, I actually refuse to see them for speech therapy. And I tell them they have to first of all see a BCBA and an OT before I see them for speech. Because of course they come and they tell me, no, we just need speech therapy. We don't want anything else. But if you don't educate that parent that you cannot work alone as a therapist, even as a speech therapist, then the parent will not see the need for the other professionals. But once I tell them that, and I tell them, no, we have to put speech therapy on hold then start with these other therapies, then they can actually see the importance of the other therapies. And we've also taught our staff that they have to work together. If you're the OT and you're having difficulties with a child who is not, settling down, who is not speaking, then you need the other therapist. And I think they've also learned that. So they can see the importance of the interdisciplinary that is happening. And and then they come. Every new person who comes to the same culture.
You've been watching Autism Knows No Borders. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so let us know what you think in the comments section. Click here to watch this interview in its entirety. You can also find us on your favorite podcast app. Tune in each week for engaging conversations of how people across the globe are inspiring change and building community. Thanks for watching. Take care.